Oh, that's a lot of blue. Hi, everybody. We're going to talk about painting. Like, wow, I look crazy this morning, but I'm really not. Let me know when you jump on. We're going to talk about tomato cages, prepping, sanding. Do you do it? Do you not do it? What kind of paint there is, what kind of paint there's not. Kind of like, I guess, really. This should be really short. It is an impromptu, so I don't have anybody, like we didn't schedule it, so hence the reason why it's impromptu. Let me know when you jump on. If you can tag somebody else in the group, that would be great. I am outside, obviously. I'm going to do some spray painting. I'm going to step away for just a minute. Hi, Emily. We're going to spray paint outside today. Just a little bit. The wind has decided to start blowing. It never blows. And that's not true. It always blows. Usually, this building right here, you can see a little bit off to the side. Let me see if I can turn you around. In there, that little building is my shop building, my wood shop building, and that's usually where I spray paint at. But this morning when I got up, the wind wasn't blowing, so I did all the prep work, and I thought we would be able to spray paint outside. The wind is not your friend when you're spray painting. One of the things that I found that I love the best are these. They are just regular tomato cages. I bought them on clearance at Walmart for like $1 a piece 3 or 4 years ago. They are out right now, and honestly, I don't know how much they are regular price. I bought them specifically for, you need a shirt I can read in the live. Yeah, that's backwards. I could do one of those easily. Emily's fussing because you can't read my shirt. It says bless your heart. But she's right. I could do a regular one and put that on that says Tumbler Addicts or something. Anyway, this holds these 3 prongs hold your cup on there securely. And then because it has let me see if I can raise it up high enough. Because it has a round bottom all the way around and it's solid, it has a solid base for it to sit on. And some of you may already do this. You may already know how to do this. Hi, Ashley. But this works, and you can see the wind is like, ugh. Yeah, you're OCD. So it doesn't matter what size I do. This is the 30-ounce modern curve from Hog. I'm going to practice on a Pilsner. It's the curve that looks like the baseball bat. Looks like this in your hand. They originally were beer mugs. They were not originally stainless steel. They were glass. However, and I got this one out because I do want to practice on it. I want a baseball one. However, when I bought this, it was damaged. You can see the bottom of this is not good. The cat is driving me crazy today. But I'm going to practice with it so it really doesn't matter. Yes, I have one cat. Have a colorful fence post day. This is an old farm place. So this originally was a garage that they added. My husband built him a brand new shop building, and the very first time I went out there to spray paint, he was like, no, that's not happening. Don't even think about it. So he redid this one so I could have it. The cat is needy and the dog is needy. I have a Kanye Corso, and some of you have seen pictures of Gandalf. I don't know how well they like each other. Sometimes they get along fine, and sometimes they don't. Get off me, dog. Right now, she has her hackles up. Because he's in her space and she's in his. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm going to use Rust-Oleum 2X Ultra Cover. It's a flat white primer. On this one, I am well, we know that I'm a silhouette snob. So here's the deal. I'm also a Rust-Oleum snob. Krylon, for me, in my area, works really well in the summertime. But when I start to paint, if it's even a little bit cool, or if the paint gets a little bit cold, then it doesn't work very good for me. So I have found, with trial and error and quite a few errors, that Rust-Oleum is my friend in any kind of temperature. Move, cat. Any kind of temperature. When I spray paint with these, like there's not a, I get lots of questions about how do you spray paint or how do you not get runs, drips, and errors. Well, I just paint. So I don't, Emily, can you see? I'm going to turn you there. I turned off the comments, so hold on. I can see the tumbler. I always start from the top and go to the bottom. So I will just pick out a spot and I kind of spray off to the side a little bit, which clears out your nozzle, this little hole here, and it lets your paint be unclogged or all that gunk that's air get out of your thing. And then I go right back up to the top. And then I turn my tomato cage and I do the exact same thing. I go from the top in one fluid motion and back up to, from the top to the bottom. You missed that. From the top to the bottom and then the bottom to the top. So I'm going to start at the top again. I'm sorry, the bottom. And go all the way down to the, and then back up. And I just move the tomato cage around until I have all the areas covered. So you've seen all that overspray too. Yes, there's overspray. I see it on the front of my phone. But you can see that all the way around it. Now, normally I spray in the building, really. I don't normally spray outside because the wind is blowing. But I will move this inside. I'm going to. Hold on. And I will let it set for, I let that, after I move it inside or do whatever I'm going to do to it, I let it set for a couple of hours. And then I go back and look at it to make sure that everything is covered. And depending on what I'm going to put on top of my base coat will dictate whether I need another layer of that color of paint. Because I'm going to put wood grain over the top of that one, I doubt seriously that I will paint it again. Because it looked like it had thick enough coverage that I don't need to. Now, if I have stainless steel showing, then I will go back over it because stainless steel is harder to cover up than, for me, than the white paint is. Let's do, now I love to ombre. And I ombre first with paint. And I know that some people don't, and however you do it, you do you, it works for you, great. This is how I do ombre. I have a friend of mine that wants an ombre. She wants a dark blue and a white. I think I have the colors backwards. Let's do the purple one. I have a friend that, I have two friends that asked me to make tumblers yesterday. One of them is purple and white. One of them is blue and white. You want to be sure that, now for me, when I prep this cup, I lightly sanded it with my handy dandy sander that everybody knows I love. There's some pictures of it in the page, if you don't remember. It's by Gator. Anyway, I lightly sand it, and then I clean it with alcohol. So I make sure that all of the stainless steel that I've sanded comes off, and it's a good clean surface. So then I'm ready to prep. I'm going to going to change colors again. Move. You want to be sure you can hear them. If you've not sanded, if you've not spray painted much, you need to be able to hear that little jingle of that bell in there, that ball that's in there. It's a bushing. To be sure that you can, you're stirring up your paint. That's what that ball that you hear is. It helps you stir up and mix your paint. It's just like the cans of paint, and we take the stir stick and stir it up. Well, your spray paint does the exact same thing. Your paint will settle down here, and then you have that oily, watery, whatever it is kind of mix that's up at the top, just like on your cans of paint that you open up. So you want to be sure that you shook it up really, really good. Let me see. I love the tomato cages. I do. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to start with for me, this is the bottom of your tumbler. I'm going to start with your bottom, and I'm going to do the darker color first. I don't think it is. I can't remember if it's blue on top or blue on bottom. That's really bad. That's a senior moment. Let's do purple instead. I know where it goes. Sorry, guys. I should have looked at the picture again. Usually, and if I bring more than, I don't know, I've got 6 out here to do. If I bring this many out here, I usually tag what I'm going to color, what I'm going to paint it, because a lot of times, like before I started, the mailman got here, and so he has to chat. Anyway. We're going to do the purple on the bottom. And again, I just start at the top. I kind of spray off to the side. And I just kind of eyeball a half of it. About where your curve starts is where I stop. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because I'm going to cover it up with glitter. And I just turn my tomato cage until I'm sure that I have all of the stainless steel that's showing covered up that I can see. The other thing I like about the cages is I can hold it. So I have a purple on there, not blue. I've got blue on the brain. I have a purple on there. Good morning. I know, guys, thanks. It's, I just needed to get some prepping done. I've got to go to town, and I usually try to do this before I do anything else, because then it will be dry, and when I get home, I can do the glitter. Okay, this, I start at the bottom part of this. And kind of work my way towards where the two colors meet. And it is going to overspray and fade into your other color, which is no big deal. I don't care. Because again, we're going to put The only thing that I try to be really, I'm very particular about are the rims and bottoms and tops. This edge right here, I will pick mine up and I will go around the edge to be sure that I have got that edge, you can't see, I'm sorry, that I've got that edge good and covered. I do the exact same thing with the purple, this top color. In case you didn't notice that, let me do that again. I always go around my corners because I want to be sure that I've got good paint coverage on that rim at the top and the bottom. So there's the beginning of my ombre. So when it's dried, I will have purple glitter here and white glitter here, and where this is blended together, that's where my ombre mixture will be. Let me move this out of my way so we don't get crazy here. So I don't knock it over and have to do it over again. Spray painting is really not hard. It does take some practice. And I don't think let me see if I have it. I don't know if I have it in here. Yeah. This is a wonderful little handy dandy tool. You can see I've used it a lot. From Walmart's the cheapest. I don't know if the dollar store or Dollar General holds them. I don't know if they keep them. They slide on top of here. And then your nozzle comes out right in the center. What this does is it gives you smooth, even pressure, and it takes the tension off of your finger. So if your fingers get tired easily, or if your hands have arthritis in it, or anything like that, then this tool is just wonderful. We're going to use it on this one. Yes, it's crooked. It doesn't matter. Well, that didn't work too good. I dropped it. So you do want to make sure it's got a good snap on it. Actually, I think it's broken. It's just about completely wore out. Let me turn this around. And then if I need to hold on to it, I just step on it with my foot. I know y'all can't see that. But again, I start at the top. Make sure your rim is good. Go all the way down to your bottom. Make sure that bottom is good. Go all the way back up to your top. Turn it a little bit. Whatever you're using, you're going to turn it. Go all the way down to your rim. And then I just go back around it a little bit. Make sure that rim is covered really good. And all the way back up to your top. And then, but you can see I've got good coverage on all of it. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions about spray painting, how to spray paint, what do you set up, what do you not do, then post them. I will be glad to answer them. I do think that, spray painting's kind of zero level. Most of us know how to do it. Some people have a little bit harder time than others do. But anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching me. Have a very blessed week. Tell somebody you love them today. You're very welcome, Jennifer. I know there's a little bit of a lag, so I'll wait a couple of minutes. Again, I use Rust-Oleum. I don't use Krylon. I love Valspar. It comes from Lowe's, but it is a couple of dollars higher. And if I'm there, then I usually buy some, but it's almost an hour's drive for me to go to a nearest Lowe's. So I don't always have it. And my local Walmart carries Rust-Oleum. I have lots of spray paint. I love spray paint. Hi, Christina. I'm done. You made it. For the finale. This was an impromptu. We were talking about spray painting. Everybody have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. I will do the ombre live when I get to it. Bye-bye.